Hello guys, si Keshan pala sa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 3 ng laro tayo ng Super Robot Wars 3. Tuloy natin tong game natin. So, last episode nagawa natin yung scenario 2. So, gawa naman tayo ulit na itong ito, bonus bonus scenarios. Ito muna isa to. Trial by fire. Okay. Ayaw. Ito pala una to. Ay, nagawa na natin ito impending departure. Ito sa yan Ba't ito ayaw? Hindi pa pwede. Ano na lang, sige. Next na lang. Next map na lang. Ayaw So, nasa moon tayo, papunta tayo sa Mars. Mars, Sasha's grave. So this is where Sasha was laid to rest. It is. She was dead by the time Kodai and I found her. She made the long journey all by herself. It was her way of extending a helping hand, I guess. The least we could do was give her a proper burial. And she should be mourned. She made the ultimate sacrifice. A sacrifice we will honor when we reach Iskander. We have to make it. I hope you heard that, Sasha. We're going to your homeland. That's a promise. From 168,000 light years away, you set your sights on Earth. And in completing that staggering journey, you gave us hope and courage in our hour of need. Your sacrifice will not have been in vain. Man, I'm just not Man, I'm just no good with sentimental situations. Which begs the question, why are you here? Yeah, easy there, bonehead. I've got my reasons for showing up, okay? And those reasons would be... Now, Bernadette. Guys like me always keep a secret or two. Besides, I said I'm no good with sentimental stuff. Thank you for coming with us, Tobia. No, thank you. I wanted to pay my respects to Sasha as well. So will you accompany us to Jupiter as well? It would be my pleasure. There's just one thing I would like to ask of you. What is that, Tanashima? Would you remove the skull on your Gundam's chest? Hindi pwede, logo niya yun Ano ba yan? Excuse you? We would be hard-pressed to allow known pirates to travel aboard our ship. Even so, the skull heart is the soul of crossbone banker. It's what protects us. You can't just erase it. It was a joke and nothing more. Forget I mentioned it. Was it though? You seem pretty serious. You can keep it, Tobia. Shima, like his father before him, takes protocol very seriously. Wow, I didn't know there was a history there. He must have been thrilled when you took your first voyages of newly minted Titan. My father is dead. He was killed in the first battle with the Gamilans back on Earth. Pasaway. I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. We should return to the ship and prepare to depart for Jupiter. And the first attempt at warp speed in human history. We'll be covering a fair distance, considering considering this is only a test. It's incredible. I can't believe that we're going to make the trip from Mars to Jupiter in an instant. By any other measure, it should take days. Actually nga, ngayon, sa current technology ngayon, months yun o isang year yata. The warp has to succeed, otherwise there is no way we can make the 168,000 light year journey to Iskandar and back inside a year. So basically, you're saying the warp to Jupiter is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, right? Okay, yeah. Apollo 11 reference. Ay, nakalimutan naman yung mouse na tagal yan. The Jupiter Empire will no doubt be waiting for us. How big is their army? Are they really planning to invade Earth once more? I suppose I'll find out soon enough. We have arrived at the opening of the warp, sir. Well, this is it. Yamato Bridge. We are about to warp into Jupiter airspace. We may even have to engage the Jupiter Empire upon arrival. Think they'll be waiting for us? I would count on it. This was not our original course of action, but it is vital to the protection of our home. Furthermore, our entire endeavor hinges upon the success of this warp. All crew members should perform their final checks. I've received a report from Engineering Officer Tokugawa. All systems are go. Yamato Engineering Department. Hey boss, what is it, Yabu? Do you really think it's possible to bend space-time? No idea. Although sa mga iba, sa Alpha tsaka sa A-Portable, nangyari, pre-prove na posible yun. Okay. So anyway, no idea daw. Sometimes you just gotta leap before you do. Yamato Medical Bay. Sado. Woo! Who knew I'd get in subspace? This is going to be a great day. Again with the sake. Are you sure that's wise, Doctor? Who wouldn't celebrate in anticipation of mankind's greatest achievement? I mean, how could you not? You've been saying that for a while now. Yamato Aircraft Squadron waiting. What was Captain Kato been muttering to himself all this time? Could it be a sutra? I heard he grew up in a temple, but this is a little much. I can't focus. Sounds like it's over. 1 minute to warp test. Confirm coordinates of wormhole opening. Confirm. Jupiter spatial point. S8630. Coordinates locked. Increasing speed from 12 to 33 space knots. Space knots. Ano eh, kahit na nasa space na, ano pa rin yung terminology, naval, ano pa rin, naval measurements. Dapat parsec yan eh. 36 space knots. Final countdown. 2. Ay, teka. Teka lang kaya pinapractice ko yung Japanese ko kung medyo rusty na pa. Teka. Ayun, tama. 2. Final countdown. 2. 2. Q. Hatch. Nana. Go. Ay. Nana. Teka. Nakalimutan ko na yung ano. Teka. Takot na nga lang. Teka. Nakalimutan ko na kasi yung terminology. Yung ano yung countdown. Teka. 2. Q. Hatch. Nana. Go. Ay. Mali. Okay, last na lang. 2, Q, Hatch, Nana, Rock, Go, San, Rock, Go, Yon, San, Ni, Ich, Warp. So, in an instant, nasa Jupiter kagad. Yamato Bridge. Warp complete. Confirm coordinates. Jupiter S8630. Our intended destination, sir. It was a success, Commander. Indeed. Incredible, we did it. If we can increase the distance covered by each warp, even our 168,000 light-year goal will be within reach. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Yes, sir. Commencing reconnaissance of the Jupiter Empire. Yamato Hangar. Bernadette. Where are you going, Tobia? The data we acquired from the fallen enemy troops on Mars indicates that there is a Jupiter Empire base ahead. I'm going to scout it out. And I'm guessing you want me to join you. Back-to-back deployments are pretty rough, though. I would complain, CRV. Kasi dapat Keshan Velosa eh. I'll have you snap Captain Kato out of his repose. No way, man. I think I'd rather face down the entire Jupiter army by myself. It's just that Commander Okita has a tendency to work me to the bone. Sanada, that's because he has high hopes for you. Oh boy, have you come to sing my praises in person? Take that as you will. I see how it is. You're not looking at me. You're looking at the Vangray. Precisely. Ouch, you didn't have to agree so quickly, you know. Now that the first warp test is complete, I want to focus my attention on this machine of yours. See to it that you come back in one piece. Believe me, I was planning on that before it was an order. Should we get this show on the road then, Tobia? Yeah. Be careful, Tobia. Thank you, Bernadette. I'm off. You've got nothing to worry about, Bernadette. I'll bring him back alive. The analyzer has issued that report you asked for. Shouldn't you have cancelled the deployment in order to get a better look at that mech? I wanted to, but it seems Commander Akita has an idea or two about deploying mobile suits. Does he now? Yes, depending on the situation, it seems they may become an effective anti-Camilla's weapon. Kasi sa anime naman ng talaga ng Yamato, wala namang mga mech doon eh, mga ano yan eh, space cruisers, mga space moving na mga jets. Kumbaga parang mga Valkyrie sa Macross pero hindi sila nagtatransform. Jupiter Empire's on here. Don't move, I've got some questions for you. Lucky you're running into the reconnaissance unit. You get to give us some info before we move on your base. Do you plan to make a prisoner of me? Yes, but don't worry, we'll let you leave. Now help us out here. Heh, what? Hahaha, help you out? Don't be ridiculous. I shall never be the prisoner of Earthlings. Dapat Earthnoid yun eh. Kasi sa ano naman ng Super Robot Wars series, Earthnoid sa tawag sa mga taga-Earth eh. That little, don't think we're gonna let you get away. No, he's going to. All Earthlings shall soon perish. And you two shall be exterminated by Amuro Ray. Oh, yan, ano? Bakit bida yun eh? What? Who is Amuro Ray? Haha, see Jupiter. He destroyed himself. The subjects of the Jupiter Empire are not averse to sacrificing their lives if they are doing so in service of Crux Ducati, their supreme leader. I thought that was just a story from Jupiter. I thought that was just a story from the Jupiter War. Besides, Ducati is dead. Why keep all that up? I guess old habits die hard. Maybe so, right? Maybe so. Right now, I'm more curious about that guy's last words. He mentioned Amuro Ray, didn't he? Bida dapat yun na paano na na-coerce si Amuro maging kalaban? Ano ba yan? That's what I heard too. Do you know that name, CRV? He's a legend, an ace pilot from nearly 100 years ago. Ito, paano ba i-access yun? Gusto ko mabasa yan eh. Paano ba yan? X? Years ago. Paano ito i-access? X din? Ayun. Okay, at least alam ko na kung paano i-access yung pagka may mga blue text. 100 years ago. 100 years ago, the new correct century year 2100 was the peak in the battle between the Earthnoids and Spacenoids, which had started with the One-Year War. Legend has it that it all came to an end with Char's rebellion, but what followed was the lost decade, in which most records over nearly 10 years were lost. Many believe that during these 10 years, anti-Federation organizations continued to launch terrorist attacks until the climactic and tragic multi-incident brought the wars to an end. But with the onslaught of the Gamilan attacks on Earth, there are few who have time to worry over matters of history. And most widely distributed information is often far from the truth. Okay, so okay. At least alam ko na kung paano i-access yun. X button lang pala twice. So okay. That would have been the 100-year war. 100 years ago, that would have been the One-Year War. I heard the story in pilot training lectures. He was the most powerful new type in the One-Year War. I see. And the strongest pilot in Earth Federation history. He piloted an RX-78 Gundam. They call him the White Meteor. He had over 100 confirmed kills. Tapos si White Meteor, tapos si Char, si Red Comet. A true hero, he saved Earth from a giant meteorite. That was during Char's rebellion, right? That's the one. Legend has it, he was even behind the axis shock phenomenon. Axis shock, a phenomenon seen during the Second Neo-Zeon War, Char's rebellion. Char planned to drop the asteroid Axis onto Earth to make it uninhabitable. Actually, na-encounter at na-prevent natin yan sa Super Robot Wars Alpha. That's incredible. I'm pretty sure half of his accomplishments have been made up and exaggerated, but the existence of Amuro Ray has become part of Federation lore. And now he's in the Jupiter Empire? That seems strange. I certainly can't believe it. He was declared MIA, missing in action, and he'd be well over 100 years old, assuming he's even alive. So ano kasi to ibang timeline tong game na to sa Alpha, tsaka iba rin sa A Portable so hindi natin kung ano nangyari. But he wasn't declared dead, was he? That means there's a chance he is still alive. Yeah, but he'd have to be in cryosleep or a cyborg. The Jupiter Empire has that kind of technology. We can't let this lie. Come on, Tobia. We'll contact the Yamato and tell them we're heading for the base. Wow. What? I'm just surprised I had no idea you were so driven. Kaya saan Velosa? I'm a pilot, Tobia. If I hear the name Amuro Ray, you better believe I'm going to be curious. We can't waste any more time. The rest of those guys have no doubt put the base on high alert. Yes, sir. So this Amuro Ray is part of the Jupiter Empire? I can't wait to see what'll greet us now. Memories of a Fallen Star. Pati ako gusto, kung nandito nga si Amuro, kailangan ko siyang makita rin kasi ang weird naman nun, paano siya naging palaban. That's the Jupiter Empire space. Asteroid. What do you think will come out? Demons? Snakes? Mobile suit? Well, I don't see any Gundams. You know he's not going to start out here in a Gundam just because he's Amuro Ray, right? If there's one thing the Empire hates, It's Gundams. They're the symbol of the Federation's victory in Jupiter War. No way would he pilot a Gundam. You've got a point there. Watch yourself. You're in a Gundam too, you know. Believe me, I understand the significance of my X1. Especially since Kincaid gave it to me. Okay, you've got more experience facing off against the Empire in combat. I'm counting on you here. Roger that. Let's start with the enemies on the front lines. I'm just hoping they weren't bluffing when they mentioned our array. Defeat all enemies, any other units included. Lesser point, defeat all enemies within 3 turns. Sana kaya. Kung meron akong points, kung meron ako ng ano ba yun? Ability na, ayan na yung multi-strike ba yun? Kung meron ako nun, kaya, teka. Spend ko lang. Para hindi ko na ulitin if ever. May points ba tayo? Wala. Multi-action na kailangan ko. 3 points. Kailangan ko man mag-ipon ng 3 points. Sige. Doable yun eh. Kailangan sila palapitin din natin. Baka pwede tumira. Well, okay lang. Pwede pa tayo mag-support? Baka hindi. Ay, pwede. Ako pala pwede. Guts lang tsaka intuition. So sana may ano yun ba yun? Movement plus 1. Ano yun? Yung map movement plus 3. Okay, anyway. Okay, lapit. Ilan pa kayo? 1, 4 lang. Sige, kaya yan. Okay, turn 1. End. Kaya yan. Sige, lapit. Okay, turn 2. Ayaw nyo magsilapit ha. Kami na lang, teka. Hindi ko abot yun eh. Yun sana eh. Kulang pa ako sa moral. Demo ha. Panoorin natin, total umpisa pa lang yan eh. Shoujo wa atte mo. Soto no tame naraba, kono inochi sutete miseru. Siya matuluyan, sayang. Mokusei ni sakarau mono ni sabaki no ikazuchi o. Jirihin da na. Jupiter Empire no zantou. Wala ka bang map ability? Wala. Unahan mo na to. Ito ba yun? Okay ba? Ay, ito nga. Sekkin sa e dekireba! Kailangan ito, madispatcha natin ito within this turn. Wareらこそ真に宇宙に生きる民だ。見えすいてんだよ、その手は。当ててみせる。ama! Mana inochi ni kaete mo! Sad na lang, di pa natuluyan. Amo lang naman ko. So, sige. Problema, dalawa pa yung kailangan ko i-dispatcha. Tingnan natin kung mati-dispatcha natin within next turn.
好みに変えてもガンダムを
あの程度の攻撃ならかわせる。海賊には海賊のやり方がある。
そこから押されているだと
Mukhang hindi ko magagawa guys ha. At least bubugin na lang natin. Turn.
クロスボウは我が手で撃つ
帝国はいい加減に諦めろ。戦いは成功法だけじゃない。
Yung voice actor na tinawag nila dito parang boses niya no. Yung sa
間違いない奴はニュータイプだ
yung si ano yung pilot ng Dragon Gundam. Tingnan natin. Ano tayo? Okay, turn 3. Kailangan itong turn na to yung bago mag yung enemy phase kailangan upusan natin sila. So, kaya na yan, mapababa na lang pala yung hit points eh. Matanggal lang natin yung dalawa, matira isa. Pag enemy phase, deads na. Laki pa ng utang nun, kaya kung may point, kung meron sana kung may point sana sa 2 pa lang eh. Kung 3 points sana eh. Tingnan natin kung makakatira pa din next turn. Ay, bago mag-enter. Kung a-attack itong pagka face end, dead siya.
それなりの修羅場はくぐってきている。
爆発する
natin kung atake ito magagawa pa rin natin. Kung atake siya pwede pa. Okay, nice. Siguro naman kuha na to, no?
これでもまだ戦争をしたいのか、あんたたちは。これ以上ベルナデットを悲しませるな。
Yun, si Sai yung parang nakaboses niya. Baka yung voice actors na yung baka yung same voice actor. Tignan natin kung nakuha natin kasi ano pa naman yan eh, counted pa naman yata tayo ng 3 turns. Ayun, nakuha natin. We made it through the vanguard, and there's still no sign of a mirror ray, unless we kick this butt without noticing. I guess that's possible. At naramdaman niya na may new type. What's going on, Tobia? I have no idea. What is this feeling? It's coming from the base. Nanaramdaman niya yung new type energy. Hang in there, Tobia. Watch out, CRV. It's coming. What is? I don't know, but it's headed right for us. Is that the Empire's latest model? Arr, it's so fast. You don't think that's... Could it be a Muro Ray? I don't think so. But those piloting skills aren't natural. I don't quite know how to put this, but the power I felt from that pilot is also emanating from the base. You're saying there's more than one pilot in that base? Hahaha, pirate scum. If you thought you could stroll right up to the front door of our base, you are fatally mistaken. Are they communicating on an open channel? Before you die, I should tell you that the pilot of the Amakusa you see before you is none other than the legendary new type himself, Amuro. Talaga lang ha? That is ridiculous. There's no way a 100-year-old man will be such a sharp pilot. How observant of you. It is in fact a perfect copy of the great Amuro's mind. Sabi na clone. Clone lang siya. Or ano, yung ano lang, yung copy lang ang memory niya siguro. A copy? We obtained the flight computer from Amuro's unit during the 1-year war. We were able to craft simulations using the data from there. We simply had to subject our bio-brains to those simulations. Bio-brains, they're the organic computers onto which Crux the Gati's consciousness was transferred. Hindi nga related dito pero ano yun front mission yun nangyari yun sa front mission yung mga utak ng tao ginawa computer. Kasi sa bagay, pinaka-fastest computer pa daw sa ngayon, utak ng tao eh. We repeat this cycle on untold numbers of them, creating an endless supply of bio-brains containing the exact same piloting skills as Amuro. Now, even Amuro himself would object to such an existence. So he's piloting that Gundam ripoff right now? Precisely. We now have the ultimate pilot under our control. Between the Amakusa and the bio-brains, we've created not only the final weapon, but the final soldier. Well, Tobia, curiosity killed the cat. We started chasing Amuro and now we're in way over our heads. But we can't let the Jupiter Empire walk all over us with a weapon like that. I'm with you on that one. Let's do this, Tobia. I'd love to be able to say we were the ones to take down Amuro. Somebody's confident. You pretty much have to be at times like this. Alright, I'm with you. Let's go. That's more like it. Hahaha. You're wasting your time. Take care of them, Amakusa. Well, if you're not going to hold back, I'll come at you with everything I've got. Can we really defeat a weapon with the reaction time of the strongest new type? An enemy that pulls the trigger at a moment's notice. Defeat Amakusa. Any other unit is defeated. SR point condition. SR points already acquired. So, ito na. Ano yan? 5441. Speed command. 0 in. Increase final accuracy and final evasion self. Para at least 24 na lang siya, 71 ako, so action. Okay. Yung pinakahuling weapon natin. So, at least nasa atin yung favor medyo 71 versus 24 eh. Siguro naman kumbaga XCOM baby na yan. Oh man, wait until I tell the aircraft squad I went up against Amuro. Though I'm not even sure I'll make it out of this alive in the first place. Buti na lang tayo nga sa spirit point.
アムロレイのコピーだろうと
こいつでぶち抜いてやる。エネルギー充填。当たれ
Saan tinamaan? 15k. Naiwasan? Naiwasan pa rin niya? Isa pala eh, wala eh. Ano magagawa? Ayan na. Pwede pa kita try dyan. For 1254 na naman. Teka. Support na lang. Hindi. Abot mo ba dyan? Hindi. Hindi mo abot. Oh well, fine. Teka. Nakaabot ba ako doon? Pwede. Sana mag-scatter natin to. So, teka. O yung, spirit. Okay, 100% na ako siya, 44. Pag nag-mintis yung 100%, ano, XCOM na yan talaga.
全力であがいてやるさ。
Okay, this is my...
当たらなければ死にやしない。
At least pwede kumain. Kailangan gamitin ko muna yun. Pwede mag-support ako. Okay, 0 ka ngayon tuloy. Go. This is no more machine. At this is no mere machine. This power is overwhelming. Talaga parang boses niya, isa-isa talaga eh. Bas talaga.
Damage なんて受けないのが一番いい。
It's so powerful, more so than any opponent we've faced yet. Sylvia, are you alright? I'm fine, the bleeding stopped. Besides, we have other things to worry about. Right now. Based on what I've seen, I'm starting to believe that he really did shoot down a dozen enemies in 3 minutes. Yes, that's it. Amakusa, excellent. If we can mass produce these, we may finally lay claim to the entire universe. Yeah, keep telling yourself that sweet little lie. You know the Gamilans are coming, right? Sweet little lie, he says. You Earthlings never could see the big picture. We prefer the term realists. And you're clearly not focusing on the situation right in front of you. The Amakusa's analysis of your abilities is complete. Soon it will all be over. Nagtagtag pa ng unit. Here we are fighting the battle of our lifetime against a legendary pilot, and these jerks just barged right in. CRB, I've got an idea. Oh, a secret plan to turn the tables? I don't know about that, but it's certainly worth a shot. I'm in. Give the rest to me. Don't you want to hear the plans? We don't have time for an explanation. Even my gut is like, you've got no plan. Trust the pirate. He's clearly been through a lot more carnage than you. Well, that inspires confidence. I just hope you know what you're doing. Here goes. Okay. I'll create an opening. Keep going, Tobia. I'm on it. If we can attack you from the front, we'll just have to rush you from all sides. It's on. Amurare, or should I say Amuro Replica. I was right. It's getting confused by the Fangre's erratic movement. I don't care what kind of new type you are. You can't react to something you've seen for the first time. Now, let me show you the tricks I've picked up from this X1. Yeah!
伝説のニュータイプ。俺は勝てるのか。このタイミングならいける。終わりだ。
Nice shot, Tobia. That was incredible. I pulled it off. I used the same combo that Kincaid did. Look out, Tobia. It's still moving. Say what? That beam. Never let your guard down. We have Gundams and the Yamato. You mustn't stop until the enemy is destroyed. Okay. That voice. But that last attack was pretty nice. Kincaid. Is that really you? Oh, but you're no longer Kincaid anymore. I'm afraid I have to go by Kincaid now. Why? I'll explain later. Focus on fighting the Jupiter Empire. Tobia Velosa. Fall in on our position in the key. Roger. That's the Yamato. All units are to cooperate with Kincaid now and attack the Jupiter Empire space. The Hayabusa will intercept any enemies that approach the Yamato. The Gundams and Fangray shall form the front line. Roger, the Cosmo Falcon Squadron shall need to defend. Be careful, the unit is being piloted by a bio-brain copy of Amurore's mind. Did he just say Amurore? The legendary ace pilot. They must have found a way to copy his combat data to a bio-brain. I knew you'd figured it out, Officer Sanada. Thanks for saving me the explanation. Amurore, the first Gundam pilot. Listen up, Tobia. You can't lose. Your reputation as Earth's last Gundam pilot is at stake. I know. I won't let you down. I'll use this X1 you've entrusted to me to take out this imposter. Okay, so, ano natin? Objectives. Wala nang SR points. Save ko lang. Suspend ulit natin. Yung SR points pa ulit. pa. Siya meron pa. Eh ako. Wala na. Sayang, dapat kinuha ko. Eh, di ko naman alam eh. Sana kinuha ko yung ano yung item na pandagdag ng ano. F91 Gundam. Ikaw, wala ka pang power up eh. So, medyo fragile ka. So, teka. Yamato. Meron ka natatarget dyan? Oh, meron. Nice. Sige. 100% di makakacounter dyan. This can't be their base. There aren't enough enemies here. Was Jupiter Empire really building?
ショックカノンで迎撃しろ。主砲ショックカノン準備。
ショックカノンエンジンからエネルギー伝導終わる。
1番2番監視方向の敵に照準合わせ。
目標捕捉した。照準よし。
主砲発射。キャー。
May utak ka pa. May utang pang tuta. Ano, 4K din. Okay, sige, dito tayo. Dito lang muna. Pwede mo. Okay, so ikaw. Sila palalapitin natin. Sige, kayo lumapit. Teka lang. Kailangan muna pumasok sa loob na ano. Para dito. Para makapag-recharge. Ikaw, pwede ka ba tumira dyan sa pwesto mo? 100% at 0%. Sige. Okay lang. Pwede ka naman i-support ni ano eh. Ni Yamato. Cecily will have to remain Vera Drona for the rest of her life if we don't defeat the Jupiter Empire. That's why I must put an end to it.
警告がある限りこれは緊急なのだ。なんだと。この身に変えてもガンダムを。お前だけに構っていられるか。
Para makapag-recharge. Yamato kasi tumira. Energy yung ginagamit sa natin. Ibain na natin ito.
Shuho! 切り替え。主砲三式弾に切り替え。
主砲三式弾に切り替えた。
1番2番前方の敵に照準合わせ。
目標捕捉した。照準よし。
撃てー。キャー。
Iba.
属性に栄光あれ。
Kailangan makahabol ng mga taga-Yamato. Kailangan mag-level 5 na sila. Malayo-layo pa naman. Next turn, palalabasin ko na yung mga mechs natin. Naka-recharge na yan, madama. Check natin. Kulang pa. Yan na. Crossbow. Kulang din. So, si ano lang palalapasin natin. Si F91 lang. Kaya tayo kanina eh. Saver. Go.
Ano 戦いが終わっても帝国は何も変わっちゃいない。見えているんだよ。沈め。
関節に当たったか。水をかんかの時が。
Pirates Cup. Hindi naman Pirates si F91 eh. Yung series nila based on racing eh. Exploration tsaka racing. Dispatch mo na yun. Basic cannon attack.
Taikou防御。
Air defenses and nasa space. Anong air?
ジークジュピター。
Defense, I don't know. Defense part. Yung rifle lang. Ito. Wala ibang option. Never in a million years did I think we'd have to fight a legendary pilot. I may not have a unit of my own, but I've got plenty of reasons to fight. There's no backing down now.
Shosei wa Bayono ということだな。こいつの扱いは体が動いている。
Panatan mo na, tapos balik ka sa loob na ano. Mystic lang ka ba? Precious.
Hitoを殺すための機械。 逆に木星戦域を生き抜いちゃいない。
value is 0. So,
これ以上ベルナデットを悲しませるな。これが海賊流だ。終わりだ。爆発する。
si Bangray naman. Sige, tapos sa'yo na yan. Tapusin mo na. Looks like the Bangray's movements are really throwing it for me. I've just got to exploit that for all it's worth. I show this machine how humans can improvise. Dual sense. Wala pa rin bagong ability. Loko. The enemy units are retreating. Are they just going to abandon their base? Impossible. How could the Amakusa be defeated? You did it, Tobia. But it looks like the bio-brain units are getting away. Let's worry about them later. We've got to tear this base apart. Roger. Velosa and Tobia have entered the enemy base. Hold our current position. We'll keep this area secure. Jupiter Empire base. Sayang, sana naka ako kay dito yung gamepad ko kasi Logitech F310, sana pala naka naka F710 para may rumble function. Nakakamiss din yung yung vibration function sa sa mga Super Robot Wars games. Pagka may explosions. The inside of this base has been totally wrecked. They can't mass produce those bio-brains here anymore. They can't There you are, pirate scum. Not all of the enemy units retreated. Now that the Amakusa's gone, I have nothing left to lose. I'm going down, and I'm taking you with me. What's it doing? I pressed the self-destruct button. This base will explode in a matter of minutes. Are you nuts? You can't escape. I've seen all the doors inside the base. You're going to risk your life to get us. At a time when everyone's just struggling to survive. How depraved are you? Saint Jupiter, glory to Crux the Dragon. The son of a... Kaya San Velosa, we need to find a way out of here first. I know that. I'm not just gonna sit here and let him blow us up. Though escaping is easier said than done. What the... What's wrong, Tobia? It's a voice. I can hear a voice. Okay, got it. So that's how we got out of here. Energy readings are off the charts. The base is going to explode. Velosa, Tobia! Did we lose them? No, they're alright. Velosa and Tobia's units have reported in. Good. Great job, both of you. I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to make it. Did that thing really just help them escape? Biobrain. Wait, was the Biobrain the one guiding us? Watch out, if that thing gets recovered by the Jupiter Empire, it could be disastrous. Destroy it at once. I don't think that will be necessary. No, nagpunta sa atmosphere ng Jupiter. No vital signs from the biobrain detected. We didn't even get to thank it. Why did it help us? Eh syempre kasi good guy naman talaga si Amuro eh. Yamato hanger. Phew. The wound on your face will probably leave a scar. I look even more like a pirate now, don't I? How you can be so cavalier about it is beyond me. Just as I thought, going toe-to-toe with a legendary new type is no easy feat, even for a pirate of your caliber. Hey, Kershan Velosa. Huh? Why do you think that BioBrain helped us out back there? Well, I can think of a moment from Amure's life that might explain it. The story goes that he used his new type abilities to safely lead his partner out of a burning ship. So the voice Toby heard was the BioBrain channeling Amure? It could have been, yeah. But it's a machine, just a copy of his combat record and fighting style. So why did it sound like him? Does that mean it's actually learned how to think like him? I don't know, but I'd venture a guess that it has, if it's truly mimicking a new type's abilities. We may never know how much of that was just a manifestation of the copy's new type powers, and how much was influenced by his true feelings. Do you believe that machines can have a heart?
Oo naman. Napatunayan naman sa ano yun eh, sa tag dito? Sa Robot Wars A portable yung kay ano, yung mga mechanoids do sa ano, sa art ni Titan 3.
Let me stop you right there, Bernadette. Do I look like the kind of guy who thinks that deeply? Good point. Hey, you didn't have to agree so quickly. That aside, I think we've succeeded. We have succeeded in wiping out the Jupiter Empire's forces. Their base is completely destroyed. Now we can focus on taking out the rest of the Empire. You may not have to. It's been a while, Tobia, Bernadette. Captain Bera, forgive me, you're not Captain Bera anymore, are you? That's quite right, Tobia. I still go by Bera Rona. So long as the fight with the Jupiter Empire continues, she remains Bera, no? Bera... Actually, dapat feeling ko Vera yan dapat eh. Rona. And I remain Kincaid now. Bera, did I hear you say that we may not have to continue to press our attack on the Empire? And how did you all get to Jupiter? Or on board the Yamato for that matter? Let's take those questions one at a time. We've been living in the underground cities of Earth. 2 months ago, a refugee from Jupiter came to us. I wasn't aware there were refugees from Jupiter. Indeed, they opposed the rebuilding of the Jupiter Empire's army, so they fled. He was among them. He came to ask me as a former member of the Crossbone Vanguard to put an end to the army's violence.
Ben, nabubulol-bulol na ako.
It seems the Crossbone Vanguard name has held great significance for them ever since Crux the Gabi was overthrown. So I asked for SNRI's help. They prepared the F91 for me and came from the moon to join the resistance here on Jupiter. Why didn't you rely on us? Tobia, please. You guys work so hard to reclaim your proper names. We may be a long way from peace, but you shouldn't have to return to combat. The fight with the Jupiter Empire should be satisfied by my generation, Tobia. But you have more important things to attend to than waging war on the ghosts of past enemies. Still, that aside, we heard the Yamato was headed for Jupiter, so we made plans to join up with it. So if you were leading the resistance here, you must have some information about the Empire's forces. I do. The base you destroyed today was the last of them. Are you serious? Hold on. Does that mean that battle marks the end of the Jupiter Empire? Did we just destroy the last of them?
Ano naman, napakadali naman kung ganun.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Ay, ganun? Okay
Unbelievable. What did they hope to accomplish with such a small force and a brand new weapon? Allow me to rephrase that. The Empire forces have left Jupiter, but the Empire itself has yet to fall. Does that mean, please tell me they're not headed for Earth? No, they're not. They have set out for the outer reaches of space. Why? Not that the Gamilas are threatening to destroy Earth, it would appear they have lost interest in us. Praxugat's personal grudge against Earth seems to have been a driving force behind the Empire's previous invasion. Not to mention, there is a general sentiment among the people that laying claim to Earth was no longer necessary.
Kasi giniba-giba yun eh.
They may have decided it wasn't worth fighting over a system the Gamilas effectively control. Is that so? This is good news though. We came here ready for war, but it's just as well that there won't be any more bloodshed. I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Why not? There are others who threaten the people, simply trying to get by in this region. You don't mean... I do. There is a Gamilas base on Jupiter.
Pasaway. So, attention. Upgrade muna natin si upgrade natin si F91. Kasi itong mga to, level 3 na natin. Siya na lang hindi pa level 3. Tapos yung power parts. Mobility by 10. Side by 10. Wag na, pataas naman yung sa akin eh. Saan yan? Ay, wag na lang. Yung Yamaha. Pwede na dito. Sige, mobility sa kanya. Sa'yo. Kasi sa Yamato na lang yun. Yun lang kailangan ka. Teka. Skill programs. Pwede na ba? Kung may hit and run dito, gusto ko rin yan. Skill. May hit and run. Pwede mo ba i-learn? Ayun, nice. Sige. Actually, wag natin. Ano lang, pag talagang kailangan na lang, saka ako magpa-power up. So for now is yan. So save na natin yung episode. Ang bilis talaga dahil nga ano na eh. Hindi na emulator eh. Bilis na ano. So exit na tayo guys.
俺の戦いはまだ終わらない。敵を倒し、あいつを取り戻しても失われたものは戻ってこない。だがそれでも戦い続ける。その果てにたどり着き、それを超えるまで。だから君の力も貸してもらうぞ。
Kaya stand ko lang sa signing up guys. Next episode ulit.